Love is often considered to be a positive force that brings people together, while trauma is often associated with negative experiences and memories. But what happens when these two forces collide? Hello, and welcome to Connected Minds Podcast. In this podcast, we will be discussing the topic of love and trauma and how they can shape our lives. Some people may find themselves bound by love, unable to let go of a relationship, even if it is causing them pain. Others may be bound by trauma, unable to move on from past experiences and relationships. In both cases, it can be difficult to break free and move on with our lives. Now, how do you identify if you are bound by love or trauma? Here are some signs that can help you identify if you are bound by love or bound by trauma. Number 1, you're stuck in a pattern. If you find yourself repeatedly going through the same patterns of behavior or emotions in your relationships, it may be a sign that you are bound by trauma. Number 2, difficulty moving on. If you have difficulty letting go of a relationship or an experience, even when it is causing you pain, it may be a sign that you are bound by love or trauma. Number 3, avoidance. If you find yourself avoiding certain people or situations that remind you of the traumatic experience, it may be a sign that you are bound by trauma. Number 4, difficulty trusting others. If you have a hard time trusting others or forming new relationships, it may be a sign that you are bound by trauma. Number 5, difficulty setting boundaries. If you find yourself allowing others to treat you poorly or not standing up for yourself, it may be a sign that you are bound by love or trauma. Number 6, unhealthy coping mechanisms. If you find yourself relying on unhealthy coping mechanisms such as substance abuse, self-harm, or avoidance to deal with difficult emotions, it may be a sign that you are bound by trauma. Number 7, difficulty with self-care and self-compassion. If you neglect your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, it may be a sign that you are bound by love or trauma. So how do we break free from the hold that love and trauma can have on us? Practice mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to break free from the hold that love and trauma can have on us. Mindfulness is the practice of being present at the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By becoming more aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can gain perspective and control over them instead of being controlled by them. When we are caught up in past traumatic experiences or present difficult relationships, our minds can become stuck in a cycle of rumination and negative thoughts. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, yoga, or simply paying attention to our breath can help us break this cycle by returning to the present moment. Engaging in healthy activities. Engaging in healthy activities is another way to break free from the hold that love and trauma can have on us. When we are stuck in negative thoughts and emotions, it can be difficult to find the motivation to do things that make us feel good. However, by consciously engaging in healthy activities, we can shift our focus from negative experiences and emotions and improve our overall well-being. Some examples of healthy activities include exercise. Engaging in activities we enjoy. Helping others can give us a sense of purpose and make us feel good about ourselves. Being in nature can be calming and grounding and help us feel more connected to the world around us. Focusing on self-care and self-compassion. Focusing on self-care and self-compassion is another way to break free from the hold that love and trauma can have on us. Self-care refers to the actions we take to take care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Self-compassion refers to treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. When we have been through traumatic experiences or difficult relationships, it's easy to fall into a pattern of self-criticism and neglect. However, by making a conscious effort to practice self-care and self-compassion, we can build resilience and inner strength to help us move forward. Some examples of self-care activities include eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, spending time with loved ones, practicing relaxation techniques such as yoga or meditation, engaging in hobbies and activities that bring us pleasure. Finding healthy coping mechanisms. Finding healthy coping mechanisms is another way to break free from the hold that love and trauma can have on us. Coping mechanisms are the strategies we use to manage difficult emotions, thoughts, and situations. When we have been through traumatic experiences or difficult relationships, it's easy to fall into unhealthy coping mechanisms such as substance abuse, self-harm, or avoidance. However, by finding healthy coping mechanisms, we can learn to manage difficult emotions in a way that benefits our overall well-being. Some examples of healthy coping mechanisms include journaling, art therapy, breathing exercises, having a social support. Seeking professional help. Seeking professional help is one way to break free from the hold that love and trauma can have on us. A therapist or counselor can provide a safe and confidential space for us to talk about our experiences and emotions. They can help us to process and make sense of difficult experiences and provide us with the tools we need to move forward. It's important to note that seeking professional help is not a sign of weakness but strength and courage. It's also important to remember that healing is not a one-time event. It's a journey. Seeking professional help is a way to support and maintain this journey. As we come to the end of this podcast, it's important to remember that our experiences do not define us, whether positive or negative. We have the power to shape our own lives and create our own narratives. It's important to recognize that love and trauma are not mutually exclusive. It's possible to have been through a traumatic experience and still have the capacity to love, or to have loved someone deeply and still have been affected by trauma. We can break free from the hold that love and trauma can have on us and move forward with hope and resilience. We hope that this podcast has provided you with some food for thought. Thank you for listening.